You know how narcissistic parents put this huge fear in you about what if they die, so that you can be in a state of fear and guilt over whatever they're going on about this time, so that, it's easier for them to control you? My name's Adriana, and I'm a certified life coach empowering survivors of narcissistic abuse to heal, set boundaries, and live life on their own terms. And I myself was raised by a narcissistic mother. So I'm gonna share with you what helped me when I started my own healing journey to shift my perspective, drop the fear, and gain the clarity to see this for exactly what it is, which is just another manipulation tactic that narcissistic parents use in order to attempt to keep their children under their control well into adulthood. Full disclosure, this perspective shift actually came to me as a result of my own overthinking, which is actually pretty ironic because narcissistic parents do raise their children to become overthinkers, so you overthink everything that you're supposedly doing wrong to kind of hurt your parent or whatever. But if you're lucky, you will overthink to the point where you actually end up realizing what kind of parent you're dealing with. So ironically enough, all of that early childhood conditioning that narcissistic parents do ends up backfiring on them, but it's not like they're gonna think about the long-term consequences about the abuse that they are perpetuating onto their children, because they just don't think long-term. They think in the moment of getting supply now. Is enough rambling, let's get to the point. So what helped me was actually considering, what if I died? Would she have been happy with herself on how she treated me if I had died before she did? And then I took my overthinking a step further, 3 steps further just to be exact. And this might get really philosophical, so you've been warned. So if I would have died before her, what if there actually is an afterlife? And I end up spending my whole life review realizing that I wasted my entire life making this extremely selfish and entitled woman a level of happy that would have never actually been attainable or sustainable. And then what if learning lessons from the universe is actually a real thing, and I didn't learn the lesson in this life, and so I would have to reincarnate back onto this whole planet just to do that all over again and hopefully learn the lesson? Fuck that. And the second step of overthinking about this was, what if there really is a God and a universe or whatever? If that exists, I'm pretty sure that this all-loving, wonderful being would not want my life purpose to be responsible for the emotions of this very entitled and selfish woman and dealing with all of her nonsense. And finally, step 3 of overthinking was, what if there is actually nothing when you die? And if that is the case, this entire situation's meaningless. It ultimately does not matter at all in the grand scheme of things, so why waste my life this extremely entitled woman's nonsense? Fuck that.